Salam salam ninjas, peace be upon you, welcome back, and oh my god, again a Le Max 2, a game in my hands. This is probably, is it 4th or 5th time I'm getting the Le Max 2? It's not yet dead, man, it's not yet out of the stock, still Banggood is selling it, and the price tag is just over here, $149.99. Believe me or not, on Black Friday I think they were selling it for $130 or even cheaper than that. But still, if you need a beast, if you need a power, if you need a gaming device here that it's cheap, under $150, has a solid build, solid camera, solid sound speaker, not even solid, the Le Max 2 probably has the best sound speakers under $150 in my opinion, Dolby Atmos. So if you need sound speaker, gaming device here, then this is it, this is one of the choices. There are two cons, obviously, no SD card support, and Android 6 or 7? We will see. But nevertheless, there are custom ROMs, which this smartphone, it's not like that difficult to flash as Xiaomi smartphone. It's very easy. I even done it by myself. You can find it on my YouTube channel, Pixel Experience ROM there. Check it on my YouTube channel. I think I installed it on the Leak, or maybe it was Leap Pro 3. I don't know, but you can find the custom builds. The Banggood, the buying links will be below. It's worth buying in for 2019. If you are interested, should you buy it in 2019? Yes, you should. And you could, obviously, if you want to go with this one. Anyway, so let's do an unboxing here and see what we have here. And I think this is the different version. There are kind of X821. I think I reviewed the X29 just. Yes, it's just over there, and it's like $40 more expensive on the Banggood ninjas. Remember that this doesn't have 32, it has 64 gigs of storage, so again you'll be like having more storage, sacrificing the SD card. At least it's a good news. It's a good news that it's not a 32 gigs ROM version. So you can see yourself the difference between X821. I'm sure that I had X829 previously. This is probably the first time I'm having X821. So let's see here. We have an Leeco charger, which is, let's see here, 12 volts. So it supports quick charging, and yes, it does. The Leeco supports quick charging. Very long cable, probably one of the longest cables that you get. You also have the Type-C USB audio converter, because this one doesn't have the headphone jack. But ninjas, trust me, the output from the Type-C USB port is insanely good, super loud. You also have a converter, European one, and you have probably the SIM tray, the SIM tool, and some manuals in Chinese, probably in Chinese ninjas, since they didn't have the international version of the Leeco smartphones, except the American versions, I think so. Anyway, so let's see here. Gold one, I have a gold one, you can see it by yourself, and it's not kind of that gold which is like super yellow. You can see it by yourself like a cream yellowish look, and here we have it, the Leeco Le Max 2. Oh my god, I reviewed and promoted this device so many times, and I still recommend it, ninjas, for people who do need power. You also have a screen protector, which is kind of I don't know, they probably made a mistake, but check it out, ninjas. It's I mean, this probably it's not an original screen protector, because what the heck, look, the hole where is that, yeah, that's the sensor, yeah, that's the sensors, ninjas, the proximity and light sensor there. So I don't get it, this is the camera here. I mean, it won't basically make any problems for the light and proximity sensor, but it probably would make some problems for the camera. But on the camera everything is fine, it does have a hole, ninjas, there. Or it's even protected, yeah. Anyway, ninjas, so Leeco Le Max 2, oh my god, so many great things about this device. I already mentioned the cons, so let's leave the cons on the side. You're gonna probably have in this video some camera samples, some gaming samples also. You'll be, again, let me just go quickly and show you here just a minute, where is the settings? I forgot it, how to even to access bloody me. But about the phone, and it's, yes, I was correct, Android 6 Marshmallow, ninjas, Android 6, yeah, Marshmallow, Android 7, no good, yeah, Android 7 Marshmallow, Android, let's see here, yeah, Marshmallow, it's Marshmallow, Marshmallow, smell. Anyway, EUI version, you can find the EUI version here. But it seems that they even release an OTA for, you will have to kind of install it manually. I didn't even have free time. I think they also released a new OTA for the Le Max 2. I think they did. But again, this will be kind of a con. It will bother you a little bit if you are kind of not into it, if you don't want to bother about flashing yourself some custom ROM and maybe flashing some new OTA from the official site. but you could do it, ninjas. It's not like it's a huge problem, in my opinion. Anyway, so let's continue. So the Le Max 2 ninjas here, it's a very built smartphone for under $150. Probably has one of the best screens, better builds. On the back, what I would mention is that the camera bump. If you put it on the table, it will kind of wobble a little bit, but it should be still stable, ninja. It's not like the camera bumper. It's not like it's in square or something like that. It is flat, and it's huge, so it doesn't wobble the smartphone so much. Anyway, so we have the fingerprint scanner on the back, massive camera on the back, front camera, also selfie camera. You'll be satisfied with the camera also, but regarding the build here, we have the unibody metal design here, and also the cone will be probably those black lines. You will see them. Let me just find some different. I'm gonna find a wallpaper, and you probably see that. So the black lines, some people will find this ugly, and indeed it is kind of uglyish there. But again, remember that this is an old device. In that time, many people didn't even bother about it. But right now in 2019, this should be even a bigger con, in my opinion. Again, this smartphone is not for people who are looking at 19:9, 18:9 aspect ratio and kind of smaller bezels, because you can't get it. This is an old device that in that time, 2016, nobody even done anything similar like that. Most of the smartphones even had very similar black lines like the Le Max 2 has. Anyway, so it's 7.9mm thick, 186 grams weighting, 16:9 aspect ratio, 5.7-inch diagonal, so it's a 5.7-inch screen. Yes, it's a big screen, bro. It's a big screen here for 2016 standards. It did have a big screen. We called it a phablet. Believe me or not, we called it a phablet. The Le Max 2 was called a phablet in 2016, if you remember that. Oh my god, just in 2 years, this is considered right now small. LCD IPS on-cell screen, Quad HD screen. So this is a Quad HD screen, Ninjas, 1440 with 2560, very high density. So this is why many people will love this basically the smartphone of this screen itself. I'm gonna go to just a minute. So wanted to show you here regarding the AIDA64, the OpenGL version. It's a 60 Hz screen, Adreno 530, GPU always is 256, current GPU clock 214, GPU clock range, sorry for that, is 624 MHz, but right now currently 214, obviously because we are not playing the games or anything. So yes, many great things about this device when you forget the cons. So regarding the screen, more 515, so 515 ppi. This is one of the best, probably the highest screen density in the world. Under $150 you can't find, or probably you could just find maybe one smartphone, two smartphones with an AMOLED screen here. Again, those smartphones also probably are not popular brand. And I might even do it on the Banggood. Banggood is selling some unknown brands here with AMOLED screen. We will see. Anyway, 450 nit luminance, 95% NTSC, multi-touch, and it's a capacitive screen. 10 touches, it accepts 10 touches. Remember that. Regarding the SoC, this is also the main reason why people will buy the Leeco/Latvi Le Max 2, Leeco Le Max 2, call it like that, is because of the Snapdragon 820. Yes, a quad-core SoC clocked at 2.2 with Adreno 530, powerful GPU, the most powerful GPU under, let's say, under $300. Snapdragon 820 or Adreno 530 is on pair, very similar with the Snapdragon 710 and Adreno 616. Remember that, ninjas. If you install the custom ROM, if you don't install it, then Snapdragon 710 will win this Snapdragon 820. One reason only is because of the updated GPU drivers, which mean a lot. 64 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of RAM, no SD card support. You have a fingerprint scanner on the back, the huge list of the sensor, gyroscope, proximity, light sensor, compass, step counters. You have everything which Xiaomi smartphones have, you get with the Leeco Le Max 2. What is also important with the Le Max 2 that the storage type is UFS 2.0 DDR4 RAM type. Cameras, so the camera is very high camera sensor on the back, only one sensor on the back here, model, 21.5 megapixels, Sony IMX 230 sensor, aperture of f2.0, dual LED flashlight, and It supports slow motion video and supports 4K Ninja. But remember that this smartphone also has the optical image stabilization. Yes, not the best optical image stabilization in the world, but it has it, so you're gonna get stable video samples. The front selfie camera is 8 megapixel with aperture of 2.2, and again, we will be satisfied with the selfie camera because under $150. This is the charm and this is the magic of buying an older device for such a price, because even the newer devices, smartphones, they do have a decent cameras, but some older smartphones will beat them easily. Maybe you will sacrifice basically on updated operating system, and you're gonna sacrifice on a design, but everything else will be updated kind of on pair, even with the stronger, more expensive smartphones, if you know what I mean, ninjas. Anyway, let's continue next. So also it's a 4G LTE support regarding the bands. Many huge variant: B1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12, 17, 20, 28, 38, 39, 40, and 41. So huge list of 4G LTE band supported. The dual band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is 4.0. This smartphone also supports OTG and OTA. There is no audio jack, there is no radio FM, and remember that it has, as the Xiaomi smartphone, it has an IR blaster on the top. Dual SIM acceptable. On the bottom, Type-C USB port, sound speaker, and main microphone, and we have volume rocker on the right side with the power button. Very built smartphone, probably the best quality smartphone for this price tag. Nothing can beat it. Only maybe Xiaomi Redmi Note 5, but also Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 has a little bit of the plastic. This one is completely from metal. Even the buttons are from metal, ninjas. I think so. They feel like metal. Anyway, so of course, for the end, the battery life, 3100 mAh battery, Lead Polymer, quick charge support 3.0. You will sacrifice a little bit on the battery, but since we do have the support of the quick charge 3.0, because other smartphones do not have it, some other like brand, UMI-DG, Ulefone do not support this kind of speeds, and you're gonna get decent battery life, ninjas. You're gonna get decent battery life. You do have on my channel a battery life test here. I think even I used the PUBG, so make sure to check it out. Le Max 2, ninjas, still selling. I don't know how, from where, why, but it is still available. You could get it if you want, and like I said, the procedure for flashing the custom ROM is not that difficult as with the Xiaomi smartphones, so it's gonna be easy even to flash maybe an Android 8 or maybe even Android Pie. Maybe some available custom ROMs for Android Pie for this device, Le Max 2X. Wait a minute, which version? Just a minute, let me find it. I even forgot it. It is basically the 821. 821. Just to repeat again, there is, I think, also 820, and this is 821. We're gonna just show you right now here. We're gonna go to settings a little bit. Just a minute on the Banggood. So many people are buying this device, ninjas. It is so digitalless, lossless music, 5.7-inch quad HD screen, 21 megapixel, 0.5. We can call like that. Also, I forgot to mention that it has a faulty support. So, and then I said all these informations. I don't want to go through the Banggood to again tell you all these specs. You get also my in-depth review for more details, more tests, more gameplays, more camera samples. Check it on my YouTube channel. Yes, ninjas, I recommend it for $150 for 2019. It's still worth buying the Le Max 2 for the gamers, ninjas, specifically for the gamers. Also for entertainment people who want to have a really amazing sound speakers. This one has a digital Dolby atmosphere there. So again, you're gonna have a super crispy and with a bass. It's really very rare to find right now newer device. Unfortunately, they do not improve. They don't people, basically the brands, even Xiaomi is not improving with their cheaper smartphones the sound speaker quality. So that's why the Leeco is famous regarding the audio quality side. Also not the audio quality of the sound speakers, but also the when you're using the Type-C headphone jack adapter, and also the mic quality is amazing. The mic quality is also amazing. You can use it to maybe record some interviews with this device. Remember, the remote control IR blaster. I have here a Leeco stock app to control your TV in your home, in your house, flat. Anyway, ninjas, the buying links will be below. get the Le Max 2, you won't make a mistake, ninjas. Remember that. It's $150. It's not like it's $200, $300, $400, ninjas. $150, it's a cheap money, ninjas. Probably, maybe you even saving for a few months, then you should consider the Le Max 2. If you don't want to go with the Le Max 2, if you want to go with the different smartphone for $150, my only suggestion is for you is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5. That's the only smartphone that can beat and pair with the Le Max 2 here regarding the performance. Screen, camera, sound speaker. The Redmi Note 5, it is the best buy here if you don't want to go with the Le Max 2. Again, Redmi Note 5 does offer better gaming here since it has an Android 8 Oreo, MIUI 10, and soon even Android 9 because it has updated GPU drivers. But if you install custom ROM with the Le Max 2, then it's gonna easily beat the Snapdragon 636 in the Redmi Note 5 because you're gonna unlock the full power of the Le Max 2 with the Snapdragon 820. Mohammed is signing out. Wish you all the best. Assalamu.
Have you ever wondered where to buy smartphones from China? That is the gearbest.com and banggood.com, the most reliable two sites for online buying. Use my promo links below in the description to purchase anything, ninjas. That's the best way to support me. Let's go!